Hello and welcome. I'm going to quickly talk a little bit about what variables are in Python and how you can use them. A variable is just a memory location on your computer where you can store a value. More simply, think of it like a box that you can put some kind of value into. You can also change these later, so you can take something out of that box and then put something else into it. Okay, so what does the box look like and what does the value look like, the thing inside of the box? If I do color right here, this is going to be our box or our variable. And to set it equal to something, or to basically assign it some kind of value, we just use one equal sign like this with spaces, and then we give it our value. So I'll just have a string of blue. So on the left side here, the left side of this equal sign, this is the box or the variable name. On the right side, this is the value. This is the thing that's inside the box. After we hit enter here, we get a new line, and basically what we've told Python is anytime you see color right here, what we really mean is grab the value that it's referencing, which is this string blue. So right now, if we just do color here and hit enter, we get blue back. So what if we give Python a variable that we haven't defined yet? So if we say new color, and we don't set it equal to anything, we don't give it a value, and we just hit enter, we're going to get an error here. It's called a name error, and it says basically new color is not defined. So Python doesn't really know what that is yet. But we can define it here by going new color equals, and then let's say red, like that. And now new color will return red for us. And so far we have two variables being stored. We have new color, and Python also still remembers color from earlier. Even though both of these variables have already been set, we can change them as many times as we want. So if we go color here, we don't want it to be blue anymore, but maybe we want it to be green. We change it exactly the same way we set it, so we just hit enter. And now referencing color will bring back green instead of blue. This change to color also won't have any effect on the new color variable that we set previously. Lastly, we can also change what type our value is for variables without having to do anything special either. So far we've just been using strings, but just the same you could put an integer in here, and when we reference it back we get 4 instead of the old string value. So far we've just been working in the interpreter or Python shell environment here. Over on the left I have a short little simple script that'll show a little bit about how do we do this in a script environment. So if you don't remember, you can get this by going to File, New File in the Python shell, and you'll get kind of this blank window, and then save it, and then you can put your Python code in here. So all of this will be run consecutively from the top to the bottom, so the first line, second, third, and so on. So the first three here, we're going to set 3 different variables, each with a different type, a string, a float, and an integer, and then we're just going to print all 3 of these. So let's go ahead and run this by going to run and run module, and here's our output right here. So we set the 3 values right here, and then we printed them to the shell, and we can actually change miles on car. Not only the value, we'll change the type too. So let's just say low instead of our float value that we had previously, and then we'll print it again just like that. So if we save this file and then go ahead and run this file. So first here we set our 3 variables, and then we printed those 3. And then on this line here we took this existing variable, we changed the value of it to this string low, and then we printed that again. So down here we get 4 different pieces of output. And that's a pretty quick and simple overview of how variables work in Python. Hope it was at least a little bit helpful, and thanks for watching.